Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to the Couchiching First Nation Arena, where tonight it's a rematch of last year's Norwassa Boys hockey final between the Sioux North Warriors and the Fort Francis Muskies. Good evening, everybody. Joey Payer on the call for you tonight. Thank you for joining us. We are going to see two teams that know each other very well from a classic best-of-3 final last year, where none of the home teams won a home game in that series. And formerly the Sioux Lookout Warriors, now Sioux North Warriors, pulled off the upset, beating the 10-time defending Muskie Boys in the best-of-3 in double overtime in Game 3. An incredible game. We're going to get things going here. The Warriors coming in 2-0, the Muskies 0-1. Let's get to the action. Starting lineups tonight for the Muskies. It's Matt Spence up front with Nolan Mann and Peyton Avis, Cody DeTero, and converted forward Nick Gursky, who playing some defense due to 3 injuries on the blue line for the Muskies tonight. And in goal, the starter Darian Clem for Sioux North. Starting up front, it's the dangerous combination of Ben Forbes, along with Kendall Schultz and Matthew Bingus. On defense, Isaiah Lawson and Cortez Favat. Favat up front, my apologies on that. And in goal, the man who had 82 saves in that double overtime classic last year in Game 3 of the final, Jaden Marshall. Puck knocked deep into the Sioux North end. Battling it for there now for the Muskies is number 65, Michael Ward. He's up against Forbes in the corner. Sioux North now trying to push it out. They will get it across the line, and here comes Forbes. 2-on-1. Moving in, shot, save by Clem, as Favat was prowling around for the rebound. In behind the net, picking it up for the Muskies. Number 20, Jace DeTero. Puck cleared down the ice, and the icing is waved off by the officials. Muskies pick the puck up at center. And coming up with it is number 25. Moving in, here's the Muskies, shot on goal, turned aside by Marshall. Cole McGill in with the chance. And we will have our first penalty of the evening. And it looks like the Muskies will be going to the power play, as heading to the box for Sioux North is defenseman number 2, Jeremy Surgery, getting a 2-minute call for hooking here at the 1:45 mark. So Fort Francis heading on the power play. McGill taking the draw. He's up against Brett Martin. Shot from deep. Jake Barker from the point, just over high over the net. And the Warriors clear the zone. Connor Nelson, number 4, back on defense. Sends it ahead to Cole McGill. Now it's Nelson picking it back up from McGill. In across the line. Pass across. Just deflects off the Muskie stick and out. McGill now will try his luck. In across the line. He dumps it there to Spence. Spence to Nelson. Shot! Hits a Muskie in front. Rebound. Loose puck. And Marshall covers up the biscuit, forcing the stoppage in play. 1:26 remaining in the minor. To the Warriors, Jeremy Surgery. Sioux North, formerly the Sioux Lookout Warriors, changing their name for this season, as they also have a newly named high school, no longer the Queen Elizabeth High School, but Sioux North High School. Jace DeTero now at the point for the Muskies. Puts it over on the right side. Back to the point to DeTero. Shot! Shot! Scores! The deflection in front! DeTero with the shot. It went off someone in front. I thought it was Sheldon Kelly maybe getting a piece. But with DeTero being first in the congratulations line at the bench, it's looking like it may have deflected off a Warriors player and by Marshall. Muskies with good traffic in front get the early power play goal at the 2:30 mark and take the 1-0 lead. Good start for a young Muskie team coming in. A lot of new faces on this squad, a lot of grade 9, grade 10 players certainly on the Muskie roster, going up against a very experienced veteran Sioux North crew. The Muskies get the early jump on the visitors. In behind the net now for Sioux North is number 5, Isaiah Lawson. He passes it off to Cortez Favat, who was a Muskie killer last year in that Norwassa final. Muskies clear it out, back into the Sioux North zone, and they will try their luck to move it out now as it's Ben Forbes trying to dump it in.
By number 20, James Catero. With the assist, number 18, Ashton Kuzo, and number 65, Michael Ward. On the power play.
So the Muskies goal, Detero from the point, getting the goal from Ashton Cousino, and Michael Ward scores! And just like that, the Muskies double the lead. And it is Peyton Avis jumping on the loose change in front and depositing it by Jaden Marshall here at the 3:32 mark. And the Warriors look stunned, back on their heels, as Fort Francis, coming off an opening season loss to the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints on Tuesday, are all over the visitors here early on in the first period, as Avis getting the goal just a minute and 2 seconds after Jace Detero's opening marker, and Fort Francis leads 2-0. Here's a pass in front. Muskies buzzing again. Sioux North now trying to come out with it. Bringing it into the zone, it's Damon Angies, number 19 for Sioux North. He takes a bump. Kept on along the sideboards. Martin pinching in. Out front.
Second goal scored by number 19, Peyton Davis. With the assist for number 27, Nick Gursky. Time of the goal, 16:28.
So it's Avis from Gursky at 3:32 of the first period, following Jace Detero's opening marker from Ashton Cousino and Michael Ward on the power play. And Fort Francis, who had no end of trouble trying to put a puck past Jaden Marshall last year in games 1 and 3 of that Norwassa final, double up early here in the first period. And Sioux North trying to find their legs after a long trip on the bus, looking to get themselves going, but they're in a hole early. Clem will cover up the dump in, and face-off will come into the Muskie zone. As I said before, Sioux North off to a great start this season, 2-0 record in Norwassa play. Beat the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints 7-3 in their opener, and then crushed the Dryden Eagles 8-0 in their second game, both home games for the Warriors. This is their first contest away from Sioux Lookout. In across the line, Jake Parker for the Muskies. Dump tries to get the puck past Matthew Bingus of the Warriors. No luck. And the Warriors dump it to center. Back to get it, Jackson Garsky. He's being pressed, though, by number 14, Kendall Schultz. Another sniper of note from that playoff upset win last year, as the Warriors won their first ever Norwassa title. Shot from the point. Ripped on goal by Cameron Bailey. The save by Clem. Big deflection up in the air. But the Muskies gather. It's Garsky dumping it out down the ice, and it will go for icing. 5:20 gone here in the first period. Fort Francis holding a 2-0 lead. Muskies, as I said, coming off an opening season loss, 5-4 to St. Thomas Aquinas in Kenora. Not a bad effort for a young team. Had a 3-1 lead at one point, then got down 4-3, tied it in the third period, but then gave up the winner with just a minute and 7 seconds left. Ward now off the boards, out across. Here's Carson Noga trying to pick the puck up. He tries to put it in, but it's dumped right back out by Jeremy Surgery. Now, moving in for the Muskies, Nick Gursky. At his more accustomed forward position, at least going in deep on this play anyway. Gursky back on the line tonight due to 3 injuries on the blue line core for the Muskies, the most serious of which, Declan Webb, grade 10 defenseman, a broken arm that's going to keep him out till at least January, maybe even February. Also, veteran defenseman, grade 12, blue liner Jace Jackson with a broken thumb. He's out indefinitely. And grade 12 defenseman Austin Armstrong with an ankle injury. He should be back shortly. He expects to be playing again next week. But the Muskies trying to make do as they can, filling in the gaps. Just 4 defensemen to rotate tonight. So we're going to see how that plays out over the course of the game and whether fatigue becomes a factor for those 4 black and gold blue liners. Another icing call with 6:08 gone here in the first. And the faceoff will be down to the left of Muskie netminder Darian Clem, who had a fantastic rookie season as a grade 9 starter last year. Took the Muskies all the way to that final and all the way to double overtime before being beat with 39 seconds to go in the second overtime period by Ben Lavoie. Muskies gather the puck. It's Barker off the boards. Picked up at center there by Bingus. And now the Warriors try and push forward. It's Schultz. He takes a bump there from Connor Nelson. Barker now battling against Isaiah Lawson. To the right of Clem in the corner. Favat in behind the net. Looking to make something happen. In front. Shot from the center of the slots. Big save by Clem on Matthew Bingus. Didn't get all of that shot, I think. Looked like he lost his footing a little bit at the end there. Clem, though, staying square to the puck. Making the stop. And another face-off in the Muskie zone with 6:38 gone here in the first. Taking the draw for the Muskies, it'll be number 19, Peyton Avis, facing off against Brett Martin. Quick shot on goal. Clem taking no chances in the Muskie net. Covers up, and we will have a replay of that face-off. Game officials for tonight. 2 officials in from Dryden and 1 from the local Fort Francis area. Here's a chance in front. Oh, Avis wide open, unmarked in front. But put it over top of the net. Marshall picking up the rebound off the end boards and covering up. The Muskies with a golden opportunity to make this a 3-goal lead before this game is even 7 minutes old here tonight. What the Muskies lack in experience this year certainly looks like they're making up for in youthful enthusiasm. A lot of life in those legs early on here at the Duke. Sioux North now attempting to push the puck out ahead. Here's Favat in on the left wing, going up against Detero. Detero gives him a bump, and then another bump from Gursky. Passes it off, though, to Lawson. Lawson now trying to make something happen in behind the net. Favat picks it up. Favat being worked over there by Detero. Over to Schultz. Now Lawson with the puck in the corner. He takes a bump there from Detero. Muskie's trying to clear, can't get it out. Bailey with a shot, that's deflected. Goes in behind the net. It's Favat battling in there. Puck back to the point now. Bailey shot, stopped by Clem. Rebound, scores! Cortez Favat jumping on the rebound, coughed up by Clem in front. Puts the backhander high upstairs against the Muskie goaltender. And with 7:43 gone here in the first, the Sioux North Warriors cut the deficit in half as they trail the Fort Francis Muskies by a 2-1 count. Favat picking up right where he left off in last year's final. He was an absolute terror for the Warriors against the Muskies. They had no answer for Cortez Favat, and more of the same here early on this evening. Clem covers up for the Muskies with Malachi Queekwish bearing down on him. Face off now to the right of Clem. And it's Tyler Levesque winning the draw for Sioux North, but Muskies get the puck out, 2-on-1. Here comes Barker in across the line, shot, stopped by Marshall. Rebound! McGill with a shot just wide. Barker tried to deflect it in with no success. Fort Francis now pressing deep in the zone.
Cortez Fabo with the assist to number 14, Kendall Schultz, and number 5, Isaiah Lawson.
So the Warriors goal, Cortez Favat.
Coached by Carl Schultz, Brandon Sandy, Mitch Wills, and Dylan Lusak. Your hometown Muskies coached by Jordan Sinclair, Paul Cousino, Kendall Christensen, and Dylan Grinsell.
So Cortez Favat with the goal for the Warriors. Puck loose in front. Muskies trying to stuff it home. Almost got their third of the night there. Favat from Kendall Schultz and Isaiah Lawson at the 7:43 mark of the first period. And the Muskies now lead only 2-1. Puck in the Muskies zone. Warriors keeping it at the point. Bingus with a shot from the blue line. Clem covers up. Playing it safe. Face off coming up to the right of Clem. Favat now in the face-off circle, taking on number 11 Ryan Redford of the Muskies. Warriors come up with a puck, back to the point. It's Callan Roy dumps it in. Battling in the corner now is Bingus. Favat tries to feed it in front, no one there. Schultz on it though. Over to Favat. And now Lawson in front. Ooh. Roy now comes in to pinch in, puts it back in behind the nets. Favat takes a bump there as Gursky tries to knock him off the puck. Now Favat out of the corner, shot, stopped by Clem. Muskies clear it, it's Redford to the side boards, kept in by Bingus. In behind the net to Favat again. Gursky working him over. Favat dumps it, Lawson, backhander. And Clem staying low, staying square to the puck, making the stop for the Muskies to bring about the face-off. A very familiar look to this Warriors team. A lot of ice time for the combination of Favat and Schultz. And why not? They are certainly the two most dangerous Warriors on the ice. Here come the Muskies now. Connor Nelson moving in across the blue line. He's got Nolan Mann with him. Mann takes the pass, puts it in behind the net to Nelson. He can't pick it up. And it's going to be Ben Forbes with it, clearing it out to center. Moving the puck up now. Pass ahead to Lavoie, the hero of last year's Norwassa final. He can't pick up the puck, but getting it for the Warriors is number 19, Damon Angies. Fort now pushing it out across. Matt Spence hustling into the zone, but he can't catch up to the puck in time. And we will have another icing call against Fort Francis. After that initial flurry by the Muskies, Sioux North seems to be taking a bit more control of the play. 4 icings by my count by the Muskies so far here in the first, with 9:43 left in the opening frame. McGill waved out of the face-off circle. That'll bring in number 21, Brady Bondarchuk, who had a big game in a losing cause against St. Thomas Aquinas in the opener for the Muskies, a goal and 2 assists. Sioux North now handling the puck in their own zone. Cameron Bailey moves it ahead. Deep into the Muskie zone is Totero. He takes a bump there from Lawson. Puck comes back around the corner. Barker runs into Forbes at the point. Now it's Schultz in behind the net. Schultz watched by McGill. He tried to center it in front. Totero gets it though. Can't clear it. Bailey with a nice play to keep it in at the point. Multiple man battle along the boards right now. It's McGill and Favat hook it up in the corner. Favat trying to wheel his way out of the corner. Good checking here by McGill. Bailey, the shot deflected by Lawson, wide of the nets. Favat now, it's closely guarded by McGill. Totero tries to help out. McGill pushes ahead to Gursky. He'll look to clear it for the Muskies. To Barker. Barker though, good pinch there on the side by Forbes. And Sioux North giving all kinds of grief to the Muskies, trying to get it out. Still can't. Here's Lawson now with the puck. Moves it to Forbes. In front, Schultz. Redirected just wide. Favat with the puck to Bingus. His shot misses the Muskie net. Forbes Puts a hit on Gursky as Gursky tried to run him over, and the guy initiating the hit ended up on his backside. Back to the point, Bingus shot. That's deflected wide by Schultz. Favat now in behind the net. Watched by Gursky. He wheels past Gursky. In front. Hits the Taro in front. Muskies cannot get this puck out. Sioux North, all kinds of pressure. Here's Lawson, back to the point. Bingus shot, that goes wide. Forbes on the other side. Long shift for both sides. Muskies need a clear, but now they're gonna get a gift in the forms of an interference call to number 8, Cortez Favat, as he tripped his man in behind the nets. And the Muskies, facing all kinds of pressure on that shift, end up coming out of it with a power play here at the 12:23 mark of the first period, as Cortez Favat whistled for 2 minutes for interference. Fort Francis will go back to the power play. They are 1 for 1 so far tonight. Chase Totero with the goal. Nelson now from the point. He shoots on goal. Marshall manages to look through the screen thrown up in front by Nolan Mann. Finds that puck, corrals it, and brings about a face-off. Now for the draw, it's Cousineau for the Muskies.
Sioux Warriors penalty to number 8, Cortez Favat, 2 minutes for interference.
Man in behind the net. He takes a hit from Surgery. He pushes it to Cousineau. Now Michael Ward hustles over. Picks up the loose puck. Ward over to Nelson at the left circle. The shot redirected. Man tries to shove it in for the side. Puck cleared away. Nelson pitching in deep from the point. It's Man to Nelson. Nelson now wheels at the top of the left circle. Shot tipped by Kelly. Rebound. Shot in front by Nolan Mann. Marshall with the stop, and the Warriors clear. And now looks like we're going to even it up as Sheldon Kelly heading to the box. Looks like it's going to be for contact to the head. So with a minute 10 left in the Muskie power play, that falls by the wayside as Sheldon Kelly heads to the box with Fort Francis's first penalty of the night. 2 minutes for head contact. The Warriors, once they get back to even strength, will have a 50-second power play here with 6:46 remaining in the first period, and the Fort Francis Muskies leading by a score of 2-1. This is Lawson with the puck along the right wing boards. He takes a bump from Nelson. Gartsky now trying to clear it out. 4-on-4 hockey for another 52 seconds. This is Bingus, the shot. Schultz looked to tip it in front, but it went past his stick. Schultz will pick it back up in behind the net. Watched by Jackson Gartsky. Lawson tried to center it to Schultz, but he had his stick lifted. And the Warriors retreat. Pass ahead by Forbes, finds nobody. Totero back for it, and he moves it up to Carson Noga, number 13 for the Muskies. Noga has his pass picked off, but he regroups, picks it back up, and sends it in. And Ryan Redford goes in to deliver pressure to Bingus. Forbes now over to Bingus. Clears it out. Noga gets a piece and sends it back in. And the Warriors now heading to the power play. 48 seconds remaining in the man advantage as the Warriors looking for the equalizer. Barker thwarts that at center. Puck sent ahead, almost a 2-on-1 for the Warriors, but Jackson Gartsky right on the money. Johnny on the spot, picks up that loose puck, sends it down. Gartsky again now. He gives it up though. Here's Favat, puts it over top of the nets. Muskies almost burned on a turnover by Gartsky. Now here's Schultz in on the right circle. The pass, Lawson scores! Nice bit of passing work there by the Warriors on the power play. As Favat, who just missed his chance right in front only seconds before, finds Schultz on the right wing. He finds Lawson untouched on the left side, and he puts it over a sprawled Darian Clem into the Muskie net as the Warriors connect on their first power play of the night to tie this hockey game with 5:03 remaining in the first. We are sitting at a 2-2 tie. Muskies looking to regain the momentum they had early when they scored 2 goals within the first 4 minutes of the hockey game.
Sioux second goal scored by number 5, Isaiah Lawson, with the assist to number 14, Kendall Schultz, and number 8, Cortez Favo. Muskie Boys Hockey would like to take this opportunity to thank our shutout sponsors, Weston Motors, George Armstrong Construction, Fort Francis Times, our game day sponsor, TBT Engineering, H2O Power, and Chuck Arpin Contracting.
Face off in the Muskie zone. Again, the Sioux North goal. Isaiah Lawson on the power play from Kendall Schultz and Cortez Favat. All 3 of those players getting their second points of the evening, as it was Favat getting the goal from Schultz and Lawson at 7:43. Now it's Lawson from Schultz and Favat at 14:47. And we are in a 2-2 game. Puck in front. Almost getting to it in time is Joel Kolcheski for the Warriors. Muskies now. Cole McGill sends it along the boards. Fort looking to clear it out. Sends it to center. Picked up there by number 17, Cameron Bailey. He sends it in. Muskies get it. Nelson to Barker. Barker now moves it to Brady Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk tried to slip past Surgery, lost the puck, and picked up there by Cameron Bailey. Now Surgery off the boards, out to center to Lawson. Muskies send it back in. Sioux North looks to set up another rush. Here's Lawson in on the left wing, watched there by Michael Ward. Lawson sends it to Schultz. To Lawson, that dangerous trio back on the ice again for Sioux North. Shot from the point by Bingus. Stopped there by Clem. As Cortez Favat heads onto the ice to join his line mates and see if they can't pick up a 3rd straight goal for the Warriors. Fort Francis led 2-0, 3:32 into the game, but the Warriors have tied it on goals by Favat and Lawson. As it has definitely been a tale of 2 periods so far here in the first at the Couchiching First Nation Arena. Warriors in the Muskie zone. Can't keep control of the puck. Cousineau sends it off the boards and down. No icing called. Big hit in behind the play, behind the net there by Michael Ward on number 9, Callan Roy. Puck frozen by Jaden Marshall, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the Sioux North net. 3:07 left to play here in the first period. It'll be Ryan Redford taking the draw against Damon Angies. Angies wins it, but Muskies push it towards the net, almost get a shot on goal. Puck back to the point now to Jackson Gartsky. He sends it to Sheldon Kelly. The Warriors can't clear, and now it's Jake Barker. Keeps it in to Kelly. He rips one high and wide and into the netting above the Sioux North net. And then slams his stick in dissatisfaction at his efforts. Puck will come outside the line for the faceoff, and it'll be Avis taking on Brett Martin in this draw. Avis with the win. Back to Jackson Gartsky, and he sends it into the Sioux North zone. Here's Forbes now, looking to get it out. Gartsky, though, keeps it in near the point. Avis pressuring Cameron Bailey in behind the net. Good battle along the boards here. Muskies win it. Here's Nelson. He tries to send it back. Spence keeps it in. Intercepted there, though, by Martin. Out to center. Gartsky clears it back in. And Sioux North will try again with 2:10 left here in the first period. in a 2-2 hockey game. Here's Avis. Yeah, down the left wing, sends it in. Man gives chase. Bingus. Hard off the boards and out. Gets past Garski, and here comes Favat. Looking in front for Schultz, who was driving the net hard, but could not quite get the puck through against Connor Nelson. Sioux North comes up with it again. Here's Lawson. He gets pickpocketed neatly by Peyton Avis. And here comes Nolan Mann, busting up the middle, taken down by two Sioux North defenders, Surgery and Bingus. And they shut down that opportunity in short order. Barker now battling against Schultz. Kelly gives him a bump. Bondarchuk trying to get it out. Lawson, but a glove hand pass whistled against Sioux North. 1:18 remaining here in the first period, as the Fort Francis Muskies and Sioux North Warriors locked in a 2-2 tie here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena. The Norwausau home opener for the Fort Francis Muskies and the Norwausau road opener for the Sioux North Warriors. DeTero now sends it ahead, tipped in by Bondarchuk. He gives chase there against Bailey. Gives Bailey a bump behind the boards. Forbes, he gets run into by Kelly. Loose puck still behind the Sioux North nets. Muskies come up with it. Bondarchuk whips it around the boards. McGill picks it up on the left wing. Puts it back to Barker at the point. McGill gets control. Moves it over to DeTero. DeTero's shot. That's stopped by Marshall. Back to DeTero at the point. Traffic in front. Kelly trying to cause a distraction. DeTero almost kept it in a third time, but Sioux North able to clear it out. DeTero now sends it down into the zone. This is Forbes, backhands it off the boards and out. And now we'll look to rush up ice with 23 seconds remaining. Hard shot from outside the blue line. Kicked aside neatly by Darian Clem. Ward now moves it ahead. Here's Carson Noga. Dumps it in across the line. Misses Ward with the pass, and Favat will pick it up with 10 seconds left. Favat working in across the line. Great play to close him out by Jackson Gardsky. Excellent effort by the young defenseman there. Noga will tap it just out across the line, and that will bring an end to the first period of hockey action, as the two teams will head off for the intermission and resume the rivalry in the second period. But your score after 20 minutes of action here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena: the Fort Francis Muskies 2, the Sioux North Warriors 2. We'll be back to action in a moment.
Let's get ready for some second period action.
Welcome back to the second period of hockey action here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena. After one period of play, we've got ourselves a tie hockey game. The Fort Francis Muskies and the Sioux North Warriors knotted up at 2 goals apiece. Here come the Warriors. Kendall Schultz into the right wing. Shot! Pad save by Darian Clem in the Muskie net. Muskies led 2-0, just 3:32 into the game. The Warriors, though, on the backs of their top line of Cortez Favat, Kendall Schultz, and Isaiah Lawson, scoring twice later in the period to knot the affair up. Your scoring summary of the first period: Muskies opening things up, just one at 2:30 at the 2:30 mark. Jace DeTero on the power play from Ashton Cousino and Michael Ward to make it 1-0 for Fort Francis. Peyton Avis then, a minute and 2 later at the 3:32 mark, cashing in on a shot from Nick Gursky to make it 2-0 for the Fort. The Warriors, though, fighting back as Favat at 7:43 from Schultz and Lawson made it 2-1. And then on the power play, Lawson from Schultz and Favat, making it a 2-2 hockey game. Both teams 1 for 1 on the power play in the first period. Unfortunately, no shot clock here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena, so cannot pass those figures along, but both goaltenders had some strong moments despite giving up 2 goals apiece Darian Clem for the Muskies and Jaden Marshall for the Sioux North Warriors. Some big stops in that opening frame. Muskies now with the puck at center. It's Jackson Gartsky, sends it in. Cameron Bailey picks it up for the Warriors, sends it out, gets it again, and moves it ahead to Damon Angies. He tries to feed it into the Muskie zone, and it's picked up there by Carson Noga. Noga over to Gartsky, back around behind the net to Noga. Warriors putting on some forechecking pressure. It's Angies causing havoc in the Fort zone. Puck all the way around the boards now. And this is Ben Lavoie. Back to the point. Goes off the stick though of Jeremy Surgery. Back into the Sioux North zone. Delayed offside. Muskies bring it out. Connor Nelson on a good rush. Up the middle. Nelson. Shot. Scores! Connor Nelson, like a young Bobby Orr, racing down the zone into the Warriors zone. Rips the shot. Top shelf on Jaden Marshall, putting the puck by both three defenders and the Warriors netminder. And 1:54 into the second period, the Muskies reclaim the lead, 3-2. Brilliant rush by the Muskies. Grade 11 defenseman.
Time of the goal, 18:06.
So it's Connor Nelson unassisted at the 1:54 mark of the second to put the Muskies back in front, 3-2. Warriors now looking to respond. And it looks like we're going to have coincidental minors here going to the Muskies. Cole McGill. And it looks like Cortez Favat for the Warriors, as they were tangled up in behind the Muskie net. So I think anytime the Muskies can get Favat off the ice, it's considered a win for the black and gold, because he has been nothing but a nightmare every time out against this Muskie team, both last season and this one. Off to a great start this season is Cortez Favat. Had 2 goals in the Warriors' 7-3 win over St. Thomas Aquinas in their opener, and then a hat trick to lead Sioux North to an 8-0 shellacking of the Dryden Eagles in their second game. And so far, a goal and assist on the evening tonight. We will continue 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Jake Barker. He gives it up though, in front. Warriors try and stuff it home. Good chance there.
Muskies penalty. Number 21, Cole McGill. 2 minutes slashing. Sorry, 71.
So it's Favat for head contact and McGill for slashing the coincidental minors. And we will carry on here in the second period. 2:50 gone here in the middle frame. 3-2 Fort Francis. The go-ahead goal by Connor Nelson on a almost end-to-end rush. Now another penalty coming up. This one's going to be going to the Muskies. It's going to be a high sticking call, and it's going to number 65, Michael Ward, here at the 3:01 mark. So Ward going off 2 minutes for high sticking. And the Warriors will go to the power play. However, minus their most dangerous weapon, Cortez Favat, who still has just over a minute and a half to serve in his head contact penalty. So he will not be out there on this power play. Here's a puck back to the point. Forbes over to Bingus, shot! Hit a body in front and bounced away. Sent in behind the net. Nelson clears it all the way down the ice. The Warriors going with Brett Martin, Ben Lavoie, and Damon Angies on this power play. Here's Bingus at the point. He tries to send it in front. Bondarchuk picks it off, sends it out. Spence will try and catch up to it, but Forbes will beat him to the biscuit and try and start the rush again for the Warriors with a minute 13 left in the minor to Michael Ward. Here comes the Warriors. Schultz with a diving effort coming off the bench to stay onside. Great play by Kendall Schultz. The Muskies, though, pick the puck up, send it into the netting in the corner, and we will have a face-off in the Fort Francis zone with 59 seconds remaining in the Sioux North power play. The Warriors 1 for 1 with the man advantage so far this evening. 4:03 gone here in the second period, and the hometown Fort Francis Muskies holding a 3-2 lead. Ryan Redford moving into the circle for the Muskies. He will battle Schultz at the dot. Schultz kicks it over to Lawson, sends it wide of the net. Clem picks it up off the end boards and covers it up. And we will redo that face-off now, as only 5 seconds came off the clock on that series. Redford and Favat digging in. Favat wins it again. Lawson now back to the point. Bailey, shot. That deflects and just goes wide. Surgery. Moves into the corner to Schultz. Schultz, his pass across, blocked by Jake Barker on a nice defensive play. And Bondarchuk will backhand it down the ice. The Muskies will make a change to the penalty killing unit with now 30 seconds left in the Warriors power play. Barker again fires it all the way down the ice. Nice job of penalty killing here so far by the black and gold. Steaming up the ice. Here comes Schultz. He is bodied by Nelson, taking him off his feet. Schultz looking for a call on that one. Thought maybe Nelson might have stuck the leg out a little bit. No call coming. And just 5 seconds left now in the Sioux North man advantage. That puck gets away, but it's Forbes picking it up at the Muskie blue line. Trying to carry it in. Forbes, he takes a shot. Clem makes the save with the pad. Backhanded back in by Martin. Forbes has his pass intercepted, and the Muskies rifle it off the boards and down the ice to bring about the icing. But the Muskies successfully killing off the 2-minute minor to Michael Ward. The Warriors now 1 for 2 on the power play this evening and still trail 3-2. Martin now will square off with Cousineau to the left of Clem. Cousineau looks like he had the win, but the Warriors regain possession. Barker now around the boards trying to get it out. That'll be kept in by Bingus. His dump in picked off by DeTero. DeTero over to Barker. Barker sends a long pass ahead trying to hit Michael Ward in full stride, but a little high, a little long, and all the way down the ice. We will have another icing call against the Muskies. That's been one of the flaws of the Muskies tonight. A propensity for icings. I believe we're up to 6 by my count so far in this hockey game, and I might have even missed 1 or 2. Breaking out of the zone has definitely been a problem for the hometowners so far this evening, but they'll try it here now with Cousineau dumping in across the line. He's being bothered there by the defender for Sioux North, Colin Davis, number 18. Barker the shot, stopped by Marshall, rebound in front. Sioux North tries to clear it out. They get it to the line, but not out. They'll try again to move it. Good job of pitching in by Nelson. Ward now dueling it out along the boards against Davis. Puck sent to the center, and Bingus moving it over. That's to Roy. He dumps it into the zone after taking a hit. Barker picks it up deep in his own zone, sends it around, but Favat there to intercept. Favat now moving in behind the net. Here comes Cortez Favat, centers it. But no luck there. Barker now bringing it out of the zone. No call there, as the Muskie bench was looking for a tripping call against Sioux North. Puck sent back to the line. This is Forbes. He has it knocked neatly off his stick by Michael Ward. Ward will race off for a change. Sioux North will try and take advantage, though. Forbes in across the line, moving to the backhand. Forbes, he is hooked down by Nelson. Sioux North keeps control. It's centered out front, and it's going to be Connor Nelson going to the box, and the Muskie bench is irate after what they thought was a missed call against Sioux North only seconds before, as Barker was trying to come out of the zone. But now it's Nelson getting called for the hooking penalty at the 7:08 mark of the second period. And Sioux North going right back on the power play where they are 1 for 2 so far tonight. A 2-minute hooking minor to the Muskies, Connor Nelson at the 7:08 mark. Warriors win the draw. This is Schultz wheeling around in the left-hand circle. He'll go back to the point to Bailey. Bailey over to Forbes.
Number 4, Connor Nelson, 2 minutes for hooking.
Forbes now at the point. Shot! Favat looking for the deflection, but it went just wide. Muskies managed to clear it out. Favat not available on the first Warriors power play of this period as he was in the box serving a head contact penalty. But all weapons on board and ready to fire for the Sioux North here on this man advantage. Coming up the ice now, it's Cameron Bailey, number 17. He moves it nicely over the Muskie line. Goes past the Muskie defense. Bondarchuk left grasping at straws. Bailey, though, taking off the puck nicely. Back to the point. Forbes, shot! And Clem snaps out the glove hand and makes the stop, bringing about a whistle with 1:08 to go in the man advantage for Sioux North.
Muskie boys hockey and Blue Line Club would like to take this opportunity.
8:01 gone here in the second period. A minute 8 in the Sioux North power play. Muskies lead 3-2. Muskies get control. Spence dumps it out. Now Spence is going to try and make something happen for himself here as he races in against Surgery. Spence looking for Redford coming in across the middle, but that's picked off by Schultz. Schultz looking for Lawson in full stride. Couldn't find him. Redford dumps it back in, but that hit someone on the Muskie bench. Bit of a sting for one of the players, is shaking his glove. I think that might be Cousineau maybe on the bench. And we will have a face-off. Just outside the Muskie blue line. 49 seconds left in the minor to Connor Nelson. Here comes Sioux North, trying to move the puck in here. This is Lavoie. He's taken off the puck. Nice job there by Gursky to strip him of the puck and set it down. Sorry, make that Jake Barker. Barker with the great play. Here come the Warriors winding up. 30 seconds left in this man advantage. They send it ahead, but that pass hits nobody, and it's going to come back as an icing call. Big break for the Muskies now with 23 seconds left in the Sioux North power play. And 8:45 gone here in the second period. Fort Francis up 3-2 on a highlight reel goal by Connor Nelson as he picked up the puck outside his own blue line, rushed it all the way down into the Sioux North zone, and unleashed a howitzer that beat Jaden Marshall top shelf to the glove side. That was at the 1:54 mark. Sioux North yet to hold the lead in the hockey game. But here's a chance now to maybe look for the equalizer as Bingus in from his point position. Had a chance at the puck, but couldn't quite corral it and glove it down to his stick. Face off now in the Fort Francis zone to the right of Darian Clem. And Ashton Cousineau will do battle with Cortez Favat. 3 seconds left in the Sioux North man advantage. Muskies win the draw, get possession, and they move it out. And Nelson is back on the ice. Sioux North now 1 for 3 on the power play this evening. Battle in the Muskie zone for the puck. Comes behind the net. DeTero sweeps it around the boards. Kept in there by Bailey. He takes a hit there from Carson Noga. Puck deep in the zone. Schultz can't get there in time, but it's Bailey now. Hammers it. Hits a body in front and goes wide. DeTero fighting Schultz for the puck. Noga now. Lawson, though, picks it up. Sends it into the corner. It's Favat. Watch there by Cousineau. Gardsky. He's stripped by Favat. Favat looking in front for Schultz. Cannot quite control it in time. Backhands it back into the corner. This is Lawson. Fighting hard there against Gardsky. Shot there by Schultz. That's high. Hits the glass behind Darian Clem. Sioux North, a ton of pressure on this shift. Favat fighting there against Detero. Puck comes out front and the Muskies come away with it. And it's Michael Ward shooting. That puck goes hard and wide. Noga trying to pitch in and keep it in there. The Warriors will dump it out, and Nelson make that Barker over to Nelson on the far side. He dumps it in. Warriors send it right back out. And now it's Nelson and Schultz battling for it. Nolan Mann now hustling in on the forecheck against Cameron Bailey. Mann, as Bailey slips away from him, and he sends it up. Barker will pick it up in the neutral zone and move it over to Connor Nelson. Nelson, high flip pass into the Sioux North zone. Bailey gets it there. Spence, though, picks it off, sends it in the corner. Now it's Avis, back to the point. The shot there from Barker just goes wide. Spence sends it around the net. Muskies trying to put on a little pressure of their own for pretty much the first time this period. Most of the action has been in their zone. Shot from the point there from Jake Barker. And stopped there by Marshall. We will have a face-off with 8:39 left in the second period. Fort Francis maintaining a 3-2 advantage over the defending Norwassa boys hockey champion Sioux North Warriors. The first time that anyone's been able to say that in a new Norwassa calendar year. Barker shot, saved there by Marshall. Rebound in front. Backhander by Bondarchuk. That hit bodies and went wide. Muskies, though, amping up the pressure a little bit, but here come the Warriors now, moving it out as Damon Angie sends it in. Barker picks it up for the Muskies, tries to dump it, can't get it all the way out. Oh, we got a glove hand pass, though. They're going to call that one against Bingus, as he thought he'd kept it in, but not before the puck went from his glove to his teammate's stick, forcing a stoppage in play with 8:13 to go here in the middle stanza. Schultz now to duel with Redford. Redford wins the draw nicely against the veteran Warriors forward. Puck set into the zone, though. Might be a 2-on-1. Favat and Schultz. Favat holds it, shoots. Darian Clem standing tall while kneeling. A little bit of a contradiction in terms, but a good stop on the dangerous Cortez Favat. He was trying to find Schultz in there. Nice diving play by the Muskie defenseman to make Favat have to hold that puck just a little bit longer than he wanted. And Favat thought at that point the shot was a better option than the pass. And Clem said, bring it on. I'm ready for you. Favat, another shot. And another glove stop by Clem. Clem looks like he's settled down nicely. A bit of a tough spell there in the second period. Gave up 2 goals in just over 7 minutes, but has not been beaten since, and has kept his team in the game and given them the chance to take the lead in this game, as they have. Puck sent in by Barker. Ward was going hard to the net. He was knocked down. Warriors now controlling the puck in the zone. They send it out to center, and here's Schultz up there with Favat. Schultz along the left side boards. He's stopped there by Ward. Ward will flip it out. Noga tried to get it. Instead, it's Lawson coming up with it at center for the Warriors. Fired ahead. Here comes Favat now. Might be a 2-on-1 with Schultz. Favat over to Schultz. And the puck just skipped by and was behind Schultz on the pass attempt. That's pretty much a McDavid to Draisaitl combination, Norwassa style these days. Favat and Schultz, as deadly as they come here in the conference. Favat looking to put it in front. Lawson backhands it just wide of a sprawling Clem. Surgery now. Keeps it in along the right side boards to Schultz. Schultz loses his defender, Garski. Tries to go to the backhand in front. Muskies clearly from in front, but here's Surgery with a chance. He'll shoot, deflected by Lawson, and that goes just wide. Warriors all over the black and gold right now. This is Lawson dangling. Moves it across to Forbes. He fans on the shot. Man trying to take it off him. Comes back to Forbes now. Forbes blocked nicely there by Nolan Mann. Into the corner. Schultz sends Nelson for a ride. And we are going to get an interference call Looks like it's going against Kendall Schultz. Bit of a surprise. Looked like the puck was still within reach, within range of the action. But you will not hear any protests from the bench of the Muskies as they will take the power play. And it will be their second of the evening. They are 1 for 1 so far as Schultz gets 2 minutes for interference at the 13:45 mark. Quick shot on goal, covered up by Marshall.
Sioux Warriors penalty to number 14, Kendall Schultz. 2 minutes for interference.
And Cousineau now on the draw against Martin. Cousineau wins it. Shot there by Mann. And Marshall had to be on the ball to make that stop there. Nice drive to the net by Nolan Mann, the grade 9 forward. The only grade 9 on the roster, however, no less than 8 grade 10s on this black and gold team this season. Definitely a ton of youth as they try and make up for the veterans lost to graduation from last year's squad. Marshall with another save, and we will have another face-off in the Fort zone. Just 12 seconds gone so far in the man advantage. Cousineau now puts it back to Kelly. Kelly's shot, that goes just wide, ends up on the netting. And Ward cannot pry it off, and it's going to come out of the zone as Kelly's shot did not hit a Warrior before finding its way onto the back of the net. So the face-off will be outside the Warriors' blue line. As I mentioned, a ton of young talent, a lot of new talent on this Fort Francis team. But that comes with the cyclical nature of high school sports. As every year, you're always trying to replace those veteran players who move on to college or other endeavors. Minute 23 left in the Muskie power play. Having trouble getting going on this one, though. Has some good forechecking pressure here by Damon Angies, and now Angies with a shot. Clem had to be sharp there. DeTero gets it and puts it to Kelly. Now Fort Francis will try and get going. Minute 5 to go in the power play. That pass doesn't work. Cousineau wheels back to pick it up. He backhands it out. Goes to DeTero. DeTero backhands it in. Man racing after it, but DeTero was on the wrong side of center with that dump in, and it will come back into the Muskie zone for an icing with 55 seconds left in the minor penalty to Kendall Schultz of the Sioux North Warriors. 5:10 remaining in the second period. Fort Francis holding a 3-2 lead over the visiting Sioux North Warriors. Shot from the left boards. Blocked. Lawson, though, picks it up. He goes for a skate in behind the net. Gets bumped off the puck effectively by Nelson, but steals it back from McGill. Now Fort Francis takes control, and Avis will try and wheel out. Peyton Avis down the left-hand side, moving into the Sioux North zone. Dumps it in. Goes in and gives chase. He takes a bump there from Jeremy Surgery. And it's Brett Martin firing it down the ice. Just 23 seconds now left in the Fort Francis power play. McGill blows a tire. Muskie's trying to get going here. Spence sends it ahead to Barker. Barker, he's looking to work his way around Surgery. Does nicely in front. And just on the goal line. The puck hit the Sioux North defenseman and almost went across, but not quite. McGill's shot. Pad save by Marshall. In front, Avis fanned on it with a wide open net, staring him in the face. Back to the point now. Nelson over to McGill. McGill, the shot. Stopped by Marshall. Bingus looking to get the puck out of harm's way. Barker in there, not giving him any break. Back to the point. It's Spence. Dagarski, his shot deflects. Loose puck. Goes just over top of the net. And we are going to have, it looks like, a roughing penalty. Waiting to see who's going to the box here. Thinking it's Sioux North, but we will wait for a second. And in fact, it is number 20 of the Sioux North Warriors, Matthew Bingus, going to the box to give the Muskies back-to-back power plays here in the second period. as they look to add to their 3-2 lead. Bingus whistled for roughing at the 16-11 mark of the second. Fort Francis 1 for 2 with the power play. Looking to double their 1-goal lead. This is Kelly near the point. He moves it over to DeTero. DeTero's shot. That's blocked nicely by Forbes, who intercepts and sends it down the ice.
2 minutes, unsportsmanlike conduct.
So, an unsportsmanlike conduct to Bingus, not roughing. Here's Ward now into the zone. He's taken off his feet, and we are going to have a 2-man advantage for the Muskies. Cameron Bailey looking disgusted at the whole situation, but not much question there as he put the stick on Ward, took him down. And now the Muskies with an absolutely 5-star opportunity to add to their 1-goal lead with 3:23 left in the second period. They will have a 2-man advantage for 1 minute and 34 seconds as Cameron Bailey joins Matthew Bingus in the penalty box. And that's 2 defensemen sitting in the sin bin right now for the Warriors. So they're getting a little thin on that back line as they look to kill this 5-on-3. But a big face-off win there by Favat, and he sends it down. Muskies now will look to go to work.
Number 17, Cameron Bailey. 2 minutes.
Avis racing across the line. He dumps it to Spence. Spence has it slip off his stick. Goes back in and picks it up. Now try to get it back to Avis. Couldn't do it, but Nelson will keep it in at the point. Nelson moves over to Barker. Barker, shot! Stopped by Marshall. Spence lost his stick, but managed to regain control. Muskies now with it. Nelson. The pass across there from McGill. Here's Barker. Nelson fires! Hit a body in front. Forbes with another shot block. Ben Forbes, some big defense. And now a 2-on-1 maybe. Favat and Forbes moving in. Favat! Oh, well, it looked like a decent job of hip checking Favat by Jake Barker, but the referee is not having any of it. He's going to call him for the trip, and that will cut the power play advantage for the Muskies in half as Barker is going to go off for 2 minutes for the tripping call on Favat, who with his speed and stick handling ability certainly can put the fear in any blue liner that he's going up against. And he caused Barker to make a bit of a desperation play there to cut off the 2-on-1. So Muskies still with the power play, 4-on-3 now for the next 32 seconds. And here's Forbes though, racing past Garski. Forbes right in, shot, scores! Ben Forbes with a power move down the left wing side, past Jackson Garski, held the puck, went across the crease, got Clem down in a vulnerable position, and slid it home for a shorthanded marker here at the 17:45 mark of the second period. And the Sioux North Warriors once again come back from trailing. They have tied things up 3-3 here at the Couchijink First Nation Arena. Forbes had one thing on his mind on that rush. He wasn't stopping until he got to that net, and he made it happen. Great move.
For your Sioux Warriors, goal number 21, Ben Forbes, unassisted.
So Forbes with a goal at 17:45, unassisted and shorthanded. As the Muskies power play opportunity ends, Muskies now 1 for 4 on the power play. And here come the Warriors. Biggest shot. Blocker save there by Clem. And in 5 seconds, it'll be Sioux North on the power play. Now another penalty coming. And this time, it'll be the Muskies getting the back-to-back calls. And the Muskies that will have to kill off a 2-man advantage. As Ashton Cousino going to the box for the interference call. So it's Cousino for the Muskies, joining Jake Barker in the box. And this is going to mean a 56-second two-man advantage for Sioux North in what's become a tie hockey game thanks to Ben Forbes' short-handed marker. And now a great chance for the Norwassa champions to take the lead.
Muskies penalty to number 18, Ashton Cousino, 2 minutes for holding.
So 2 minutes for holding going to Cousino. And the Muskies have 51 seconds, but they are trying to kill off 5-on-3. McGill now trying to win the draw, but the Warriors control. Moving it in, it's Lawson to Favat, to Schultz. Schultz hammers it, deflected. Went off the stick of McGill and wide. Puck in behind to Favat. Here's Bingus to Favat. Backhander. That goes high and wide. Schultz on the left-hand side. Over to Bingus. Bingus back to the point. Forbes. His shot. That's deflected. Backhanded in front. Favat. Shot there. Saved by Clem. Rebound. Lawson in front. Trying to stuff it home. Bingus now. Over to Schultz. It goes off his stick. 15 seconds left in the 5-on-3. It's Schultz. Over to Bingus. Shot by Forbes. Deflected by Lawson just over the net. Favat now to Bingus. Looking through traffic. And Clem somehow, with Lawson standing right on his doorstep, finds the puck, gathers it in, and brings about the stoppage with 3 seconds left in the Jake Barker penalty. And 1:08 left in the Cousino minor. Big face-off here as Bondarchuk can't win it, but it gets out over the line. A big break for the Muskies as Bingus couldn't keep it in. Barker is out of the box, and we're down to 5-on-4 for another 57 seconds. Muskies fire it down the ice. And here's Bondarchuk picking up the loose puck. Bingus all over him. Bondarchuk, great job of killing clock here as the period comes to an end. And we will start the third period with Sioux North on the power play for another 38 seconds. Great action-packed second period there. Connor Nelson with the early goal for the Muskies to put them up 3-2, but Ben Forbes with a short-handed marker coming at the 17:45 mark has put Sioux North back on even ground. So players will go to the dressing rooms, regroup, and come back for what should be a heck of a third period. But after 40 minutes, your score from the Couchijing First Nation Arena: the Fort Francis Muskies 3, the Sioux North Warriors 3. We'll be back with third period action in a moment. Welcome back, fans, to third period action here at the Couchijing First Nation Arena. The Norwassa home opener for the Fort Francis Muskies taking on the defending Norwassa champion, Sioux North Warriors. A rematch of last year's Norwassa final, won by the Warriors in dramatic fashion in double overtime in Game 3. And we've got another barn burner going on here tonight at the Duke. The score after 2 periods: Fort Francis 3, Sioux North 3. Muskies led 2-0 in the first period. Sioux North tying it before the end of the first. In the second period, Connor Nelson scoring unassisted at the 1:54 mark with a fantastic rush up the ice from his own zone, blasting the puck past Jaden Marshall, top shelf, to make it 3-2 Fort Francis. But the Warriors tying it at the 17:45 mark. Short-handed Ben Forbes with a great rush of his own down the left wing around Jackson Garski, moving in and slid the backhander past goaltender Darian Clem of the Muskies to tie this game at 3. Now, Warriors moving in. 7 seconds left on their 5th power play of the evening. They're 1 for 4 so far. Trying to keep the puck in. The Muskies kill it off though. Now 1 for 5 is Sioux North with the man advantage, but they are still buzzing in the Muskie zone. Redford trying to take Lawson off his feet. Now here's Favat in, trying to go look for Bingus. That pass was blocked. Two Muskies go in against Favat. And you'd better have two sets of eyes watching him. He will burn you in a heartbeat. Muskies, though, pick it up. And here comes Peyton Avis with a shot. Marshall juggled it, dropped it for a second, and jumped on it quickly before there was any damage. 109 gone in the third period. Muskies 3, Warriors 3. Fort Francis 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. Sioux North 1 for 5 on the power play. Here's DeTero back in his own zone. Sends it off the boards and out. Man, tried to hit Avis going up the middle. A little too far him, and Avis picks it up though against Bailey. There's a pass in front. That was Spence trying to get the shot on goal. He was taken off his feet. Muskies buzzing early, but the Warriors will clear the puck. Sioux North now at center. That goes off Nolan Mann, and he chases after it in the zone. Mann against Bailey. Mann with it. He sends it to Spence. Puck back to the point. Gardsky tries to get it back to Mann. That jumps over his stick, and now here come the Warriors. Possible 2-on-1. Moving up, it's Lavoie. The shot. And Clem grabs it and holds on. Didn't really have good control of that puck. It was a bit of a herky-jerky 2-on-1, I'd say. Because he was looking to try and feed it over to Damon Anges on the right wing side. Elected to take the shot, and Clem up to the challenge. Muskies now send it down the ice. And a quick icing call. Bit of a theme for Fort Francis tonight. Have had some difficulties moving the puck out effectively against this forechecking pressure from the Sioux North Warriors.
Yeah, for the Fort Francis Muskies, we would like to congratulate from Silico, this is Trenton Kelly. Thank you for your support.
Puck flips off into the net. Always nice to share the wealth. Just had the 50-50 winner announced here in Fort Francis, and in fact it goes to one of the visiting fans from Sioux Lookouts. So congratulations to them, taking home a little bit of early Christmas cash. Cousino now off the board, sends it out. Bingus heads back for it, but here comes Noga steaming in on Bingus, trying to hassle the Sioux North defender, and he does, coughs it up. Muskies get control. It's Cousino sending it across, but did not hook up successfully on that pass. Here's Barker now. He loses the puck. Cousino, though, gets it, dumps it in. Ward now trying to track down by that. We're going to get a penalty here against Sioux North, as Bingus is going to get called for the hooking penalty. Good pressure there by the Muskies, and that draws the call. So Bingus into the box here with 2:47 gone in the third period. 2 minutes for hooking, and the Muskies sitting on a 1 for 4 night so far with the power play. Will look to take the lead for the third time this evening. This is Spence working his way down the corner. He loses it though, and fired out off the boards and down the ice by Bailey. Nelson back for it. Schultz pressuring Nelson. Oh, stolen off him for a second before McGill came back to help. Nelson will try again. Favat prowling around near the Muskie net. Nelson sends it up. It's Avis. He gets it, dumps it in to the zone. Marshall can't control it behind the net. McGill gets it. McGill back to Nelson at the point. That pass intercepted by Favat, and he backhands it out. 1:15 left in the Muskie power play. Here comes Connor Nelson. He's pressured there by Lawson. Puck deflects, but Kelly picks it up. Now it's dumped out there by Callan Roy. DeTero fires it high off the glove of Marshall, in behind the net. Roy. Looks like the puck may have ended up on the mesh, and that faceoff's going to come outside the Sioux North zone. 54 seconds left in the minor penalty to Bingus. 3:53 gone here in the third period. A 3-3 hockey game between the finalists in last year's Norwassa Boys Hockey Final. the defending champions Sioux North Warriors. And the, up until that point, 10-time defending Fort Frances Muskies. Shockwaves throughout the league when the Muskies were left home from going to OFSA for the first time in over a decade. Kelly now. He sends it over to Detero. Detero will start the rush. Kelly off his stick, bounces away. Roy will pick it up in the Sioux North zone. Look to clear it out. He can't. Michael Ward at least stopped it temporarily, but now possible 2-on-1. Rushing down the ice is Lawson. Lawson trying to center it in front to Martin. But getting back to force a bad pass there was Detero with the dive. Now Ward in, 2-on-2. Ward cuts across. Look, he's got Kelly moving in on the right side. Ward, shot, stopped by Marshall. Warriors trying to corral it, they can't. Scramble in front. Here's Kelly going to McGill. Over to Nelson. Nelson to Gartsky. Gartsky to McGill on the right side. Trying to center it. But the Warriors pick it up. And they have successfully killed off the penalty. And now the Muskies are 1 for 5 with a power play this evening. Here's Nelson at center. Takes a bit of a bump there from Favat. Trying to clear it out. Favat picks off that clearing pass. He's bodied there by Bondarchuk. Favat working along the left swing boards. Bondarchuk comes up with it and sends it ahead to Doga. Looks like we're getting an icing call, though Doga seemed to have gained center before the dump in, but not in the eyes of the officials. So the faceoff down into the Fort Frances zone. It'll be McGill against Favat in the faceoff. Warriors win it. Schultz trying to get it back to the point to Bingus, but the Muskies pick it up, and it's Bondarchuk going to Noga. Noga trying to get around Bailey. Noga shot! Oh, snuck through Marshall and slid through the crease, but did not find the mark for the Muskies. Barker now. He moves it ahead quickly. Noga with a nice move on Bailey, but then he lost the puck, and here comes Favat. Favat down the left side. Dumps it into the zone. Mann picks it up behind the net. He clears it around. Intercepted there by Bailey. Bailey to shot. Clem juggles it and hangs on for the faceoff with 5:54 gone in the third period of what has turned out to be a terrific hockey game. And considering how these two went at each other tooth and nail last year in the final, shouldn't be really a big surprise, but somewhat of a surprise because of the lack of veteran talent on the black and gold, but they have certainly held their own against the defending champs so far here this evening at the Duke. Puck ahead now to Matt Spence, down on the right wing side. Matt Spence trying to center it across. Here, oh, Nolan Mann almost picked up the pass from Avis, but here comes Ben Forbes looking for the go-ahead goal. Forbes stopped there with a diving play, centers it. Nelson, who made the dive, starts to track it down. Surgery keeps it in, but here come the Muskies. Matt Spence, right wing. He's there with Avis. And Mann, Avis now, chasing after it, trying to get to it before Surgery. Tied up there by Surgery. Puck set ahead by Angies, but just out across the blue line. And it'll be Detero back in his own zone. Watched there by Martin. Detero sent it over to Redford, but that pass missed the mark all the way down the ice. And another icing call against the Fort Frances Muskies. 6:50 gone, third period. 3-3 hockey game. Schultz wins the draw, back to Bailey. He tries to shoot it on goal, but that's cleared. And it's gonna be Detero sending it all the way down. And we'll do it all over again in the Muskie zone. Here's Schultz now, taking the draw again, wins it again. Bailey at the right point. He sends it now in behind the net. Favat's gonna try and track it down on the left wing boards. He sends it behind the net there, but it's Barker. Off the glass hard. Kept it at the line neatly by Bailey with his skate. Warriors keep up the pressure. Here's Lawson, watched by Barker. Lawson now to Favat in behind the net. Tried to center it. Gursky blocked it. Favat gets it back. Favat in the right-hand circle. The pass in front. Deflected just wide by Martin. Martin now in the left corner. To Bingus. That puck deflects off a Muskie. As Cousineau trying to get a stick in front of it. Almost put it by his own goaltender. Clem, though, sharp in the Muskie crease. Blocked the puck, set down the ice. And we'll get another icing call. To the surprise of absolutely no one, the Schultz, Favat, and Lawson line has been on fire here this evening. Scored 2 of the 3 goals for the Warriors and have had innumerable opportunities in the Muskie zone. Now the Warriors trying to get something done here. Queequish loses the puck, and here comes Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk in the right circle. He shoots. Loose puck there. Backhander. Scores! If at first you don't succeed, try again. Cole McGill. The original shot crashes the net and shovels the backhander past Jaden Marshall in the Warriors' goal. And the Muskies, for the 3rd time this evening, have jumped in front of the defending Norwassa champions. Cole McGill giving Fort Francis a 4-3 lead here at the 8:01 mark of the 3rd period. Great offensive pressure by that line on that shift. Bondarchuk taking the first shot. McGill trying to put the rebound home, and then a second rebound was successful. The black and gold lead 4-3. The Warriors now looking to answer, and here comes Forbes, who had the shorthanded equalizer in the 2nd period to make it a 3-3 game. But he is taking off the puck, and it'll be Nelson racing after it. He can't get there in time.
Goal scored by number 71, Cole McGill.
Nelson right in!
Assist to number
Stopped by
21,
Marshall.
Bondarchuk.
So the official goal for the Muskies. It's Cole McGill from Brady Bondarchuk at the 8:01 mark. And Fort Francis leads 4-3, almost 5-3 as Connor Nelson nearly had his 2nd of the night on that rush. But Marshall equal to the task. Spence now loses the puck in the zone, and here comes Isaiah Lawson. That's knocked off his stick by Barker. Schultz, though, tracking it down. He's got Mann all over him. Good pressure by Nolan Mann. Backhanded off the boards. Favat trying to catch it. And no icing. No icing on the play, as they figured Favat won the race back to the line. Muskies, though, pick it up. Here comes Jake Barker in across the line. That's knocked off his stick by Forbes. And Forbes moving it ahead. Favat Jay's just onside. Shot by Forbes off the side of the net. Now, in front, Schultz scores! The Muskies irate as they felt one of their players taken down illegally behind the net to cause the turnover that led to the puck finding its way onto the stick of Schultz in front of the Muskie net. And he goes top corner on a downed Darian Clem. And the Sioux North Warriors responding just a minute and 17 after Cole McGill gave the Muskies a 4-3 lead. It's Kendall Schultz getting the marker. And now every member of that top Sioux North line has a goal here this evening, as Kendall Schultz knots the score at 4-4 at the 9:18 mark of the 3rd period. And Coach Jordan Sinclair having an extended conversation with the officials. He is not happy at all about what transpired in the Muskie zone on that play that led to the turnover. But the referees will not be changing their calls, as is the norm. And we are tied up once again. The Warriors fighting back from 3 different deficits tonight. But here comes Noga trying to give the Muskies a lead once again.
Sulako goal scored by number 14, Kendall Schultz, with the assist to number 21, Ben Forbes.
So the Sioux North goal, Kendall Schultz from Ben Forbes. Forbes his second point of the night. Schultz his third point of the night at the 9:18 mark. And we are all tied again at 4. Muskies trying to keep the pressure on. Here's Noga. He loses the puck. And this is Brett Martin trying to move it ahead past McGill. Martin backhands it into the zone. Barker racing in behind his net. Watched there by Schultz. Muskies trying to clear it. They get it just out. McGill and Bondarchuk battling Roy. Lawson in there, as well as Noga. Now it's Forbes in the Sioux North zone. Less than 10 minutes to play in what has been a titanic struggle here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena so far this evening. Pass in front. Lawson fans on it. Golden chance in front of Clem, but he couldn't get a piece of it. Now Kelly, Tagarski, and Marshall gets a pad on it, deflects it over the net and into the netting, and we will have a face-off in the Sioux North zone. Great chances on both ends. Lawson fanning on a great chance in front. And then down the other side, and it's Garski ripping one that Jaden Marshall got a pad on and sent out of harm's way. 9:13 remaining in the third period. 4-4. The Duke is rocking right now, and an icing call against the Sioux North Warriors. Credit to both teams. The Muskies, young squad, youngster-filled roster, keeps fighting, keeps battling to take that lead. But the defending champion Sioux North Warriors, they are not going to go away easily tonight, as they have fought back from a 2-goal deficit and 2 1-goal deficits. DeTero now trying to make it another Muskie lead. Pass in front. Found nobody, and the Warriors sent it to center. DeTero now in his own zone. Watched there by Martin. Also in is Davis on the forecheck. But DeTero gets it out of there. Muskies now trying to pick it up in the Sioux North zone. Warriors clear. It's going to go back, but no icing. Nelson with it. Watch there by Angie's. Warriors keep it in. Now Garski will try. Oh, he almost coughed it up. Dangerous pass there. Here comes Nelson, though. Nelson trying to get the wheels going. He's got a rush going again. Nelson drops it off. Man, walks around Bailey. Walks around another defender. In front. Pass did not connect for the Muskies. Favat tries to get it out of there. He can't clear it. Avis sends it into the far corner. 8 minutes remaining here in the third period. 4-4 is your score. Clem was about to cover, decided against it. Gives it up to Barker. He sends it up and out of the zone. Warriors pick it up in the neutral zone. But now it's Nolan Mann. He loses it. And the Warriors send it down. This should be icing, and is, with 7:38 to play in the third period. And there is some serious electricity channeling through the Couchiching First Nation Arena right now. These are two teams throwing haymakers at each other, folks. Heavyweight battle early on in the Norwassa season. 4-4 is your score. Warriors send it around. Favat up to Schultz, to Lawson. Lawson now on the left wing side, but met by 3 Muskies who take that puck off of him, and it's Parker now backhanding it. Can't get it out. Forbes off the bench, pinches in the point, but here's Michael Ward now. Maybe a 2-on-1. Ward and Noga. Ward, shot deflected niftily to the corner by Bingus. Ward now picking up the puck, sends it back to the point. It's Redford. He keeps it in. Good work there by Ryan Redford. Puck shot around the boards. Ashton Cousino along the left side boards. Schultz looking to clear the zone. He does. Nelson can't quite control it. It'll be Redford getting it and clearing it in. 6:45 remaining on the clock. Fort Francis 4, Sioux North 4. And it's Connor Nelson. He goes down at center, and here comes Ben Forbes. Forbes trying to work around McGill. He does. Forbes right in. Stopped by Clem. And it'll be Nelson going the other way. Connor Nelson sends it to DeTero. That goes off his skate, though. He cannot maintain control. McGill chops at it. Sends it into the zone. Warriors dump it out. And now Barker to Bondarchuk. On the right side. Bondarchuk drops it to Kelly. Kelly shot! And Marshall got his shaft of his stick on that one to send it wide. McGill now against Bailey. He wins that battle. Here's McGill. Back to the point. Up Barker. Barker to Gartsky with traffic. Gartsky now sends it around. Cousino. Bondarchuk can't hold on to it. Warriors get it. Fire it down the ice. And now it's Sioux North looking a bit on their heels as the Muskies ramp up the forechecking heat with 5:47 to go in the third period. 4-4. The Muskies and the Warriors. DeTero, Avis, Nelson, and McGill for the Muskies. Favat, Lawson, Forbes, and Schultz for the Warriors. Shot there by Avis, kicked aside by Marshall. Last couple of minutes have definitely been slanted towards the Muskies in terms of who's been controlling the play. But coming up now is Damon Anges down the left wing. Barker gives him a hit. In behind the net now, Martin. He loses it. Gartsky moves it to Spence. Dump down the ice. And it will be icing again. As Mann and Bailey exchange some unpleasantries. And the referee says, move along, boys, if you want to stay on the ice and not find yourself some real estate in the sin bin. The players oblige, and we will carry on. 5:15 to go here in the third. Taking the draw is Schultz, and winning the draw is Schultz. Favat! His shot deflected off a Muskie stick and went wide. Top line for the Warriors out there right now, and they have been all kinds of dangerous here this evening. Lawson working against Nelson on the left wing boards. Lawson dumps it back to Favat. He's watched there by Cousino. Shakes off Cousino. Looks to feed it to Lawson. Muskies pick it off though and send it out. Forbes back there. Moving up is Redford. He misses it, but Cousino will get it. Cousino sends it up. The pass. Here's Noga now. Room on the right side. Noga cuts to the middle. Noga shot. Stopped by Marshall. Rebound. Scores! Hey, what do you say? Michael Ward. Johnny on the spot. Picking up the rebound of the Carson Noga rush. And with 4:30 remaining in the third period, the Fort Francis Muskies grab their fourth lead of the game. 5-4 over the Sioux North Warriors. Great setup by Noga. He started the rush down the right wing. Cut to the middle, got the original shot. And with Marshall down and out, Ward hustled in, shoved home the rebound, and gave the Muskies a 5-4 lead. As the Warriors, I believe, have called timeout with 4:30 to go here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena. I'll tell you, this is the only game of the year booked for here at the arena affectionately known by locals as the Duke. If they got this kind of intensity, they might want to revisit that scheduling and put a few more games in here. This has been absolutely top quality hockey here tonight. Back and forth, physical play on both sides, some sharp saves by both goaltenders, and some absolute top flight offense being flashed by the finalists of last year's Norwassa final.
Number 65, Michael Ward, with the assist from number 13, Carson Noga.
So, the official summary on the Muskies' fifth goal, Michael Ward from Carson Noga at 15:30 of the third period. And we are coming down the stretch It's going to be a wild finish, folks. Buckle up. Here we go. Schultz moves it in across the line. Schultz then loses his stick. Muskies dump it out. Warriors pick it up. This is Bailey dumping it in across the line. Favat now on the right, at the right circle. Great play by Deterro to knock the puck off him with the sliding dive. Put it to the corner. Sent out in front. That puck's deflected wide. Schultz moves it to Favat. Favat trying to shake off the check of Barker. Favat wheels around behind the net. But the Muskies pick it up. And here comes Cole McGill. Puck hits the linesman trying to dump it in. Warriors send it back down, but this is going to be icing against Sioux North. 3:45 remaining in the third period.
Fort Francis Muskies would like to,
as the Muskies try and hold on to a one-goal lead. Certainly they have to know Sioux North is not going to go gentle into that good night. They've come back from 2-0 down, from 3-2 down, from 4-3 down, tying it each time. But the Warriors have yet to hold the lead in tonight's contest. And now it is the Muskies looking one more time to hold on to that one-goal advantage. Here's Fort Francis out at center, but it's Lawson putting it past Nelson. Drives the corner. Nelson putting the body to Lawson. Trying to control him as Schultz and Favat circling around in the zone. Nelson now can't get it out. Now he does. Sent ahead to man. Forbes is there though. Shuts off the man rush. And now he's going to try and rush it up. But no go there. Schultz, long pass, no go. It's going to be icing. Mistake there by Schultz on the pass. 2:58 remaining. And the icing call will bring the draw.
Correction. Next home game, December 2nd.
Back to the right of Jaden Marshall. It'll be Cousineau against Martin. Muskies win the draw, get control. Barker. Thought he had it in for a second, but it just skipped out across the line, dumped in, and play called offside. It has been a supercharged third period. Came in 3-3 after 40 minutes. Cole McGill giving the Muskies the lead at 8:01. Kendall Schultz tying it for Sioux North at 9:18. And Michael Ward at 15:30 has put Fort Francis up one more time. It's 5-4 Muskies. 2:40 to go on the clock. Can the hometown black and gold hold on? Here's Roy with the puck in the Warriors zone. Trying to push it out. He cannot. Gets a second crack at it, this time successful. Cousineau in there, mucking up along the boards along with Ward. It's Barker back at his blue line. He moves it over to Redford. Dumped there by Noga to Cousineau, but Cousineau just a shade offside as Roy comes over to add a little emphasis to the end of that play, which was not accepted too kindly by Cousineau. Perhaps one less name on the Cousineau Christmas card list after that one, if Roy was ever on it. Not likely. Muskies now trying to tie up Schultz, but Schultz gets past McGill, and he'll send it into the Muskie zone. Here's Deterro moving around the boards. He can't quite get it past the forechecking pressure. Try again. Still can't get it out past the boards. Puck to the front of the net. Schultz looking for the loose change. Taken off by Deterro. Schultz, though, sticking with the puck. The veteran forward looking for the equalizer. Looking for his dynamic duo buddy, Cortez Favat, but the puck is sent down. No icing on this play. Kelly in against Bailey. The Warriors pick it up. Bingus loses his footing against Kelly. Kelly's going to strip him. Bailey now against Bondarchuk in the corner. Warriors can't get it out. Great forecheck by the Muskies. 1:20 to go here in the third. Warriors trying to get the rush going. Now they'll go. Here's Schultz, sends it in. Gartsky back against Favat. Favato will win the race. Battle along the sideboards. Puck is cleared. And 1 minute to go. Open net for men. Marshall is on the bench. An extra attacker for the Warriors. And now they sprint to center. Here's a shot by Forbes wide. In front of the net to Clem. He knocks that one down. Can't clear it. Favat. Over to Schultz. Picked up by Barker. And he'll get it out. 40 seconds to go. Surgery. Sends it back to center. The Muskies get it again. And Avis dumps it in. Warriors desperate to get one more rush going. They move it ahead. Gartsky trying to angle off Favat. He gets to the puck first, but the Warriors are on it. In behind the net, 20 seconds remaining. Muskies desperate to get the puck out. Warriors trying to come off the corner. It's Lawson. Here's Mann. He tries to send around the glass. Bingus will get there to keep it in, but the Muskies pick it off. Great play there by Amos. Roy Spence, rather. Spence. Matt Spence with a great play to stick with the play. Get that puck out of the zone. And with 2.2 seconds remaining, play has been stopped. We've got a penalty. There's confusion here as the horn sounded as though the game was over. But play was called, 2.2 to go. As Matthew Bingus going to the box for Sioux North. It'll be a very brief power play. Not that it matters at this point for the Muskies.
Number 20, Matthew Bingus. 2 minutes interference.
Great push in the last minute by the Warriors, but they could not get a clean shot on Clem. The Muskies held fast. Spence with a great defensive play inside his own line. Final face-off here, and this one is over. The Fort Francis Muskies pick up their first win of the 2018-2019 Norwassa campaign as they knock off the defending champion Sioux North Warriors 5-4 here at the Couchiching First Nation Arena. Fantastic battle between two teams who put on a great show in last year's Norwassa final and another one here tonight. And you gotta be thinking that the likelihood of these two getting together again with all the marbles on the line come springtime is very, very probable. So your game summary here from Couchiching First Nation Arena. Muskies kicked off the scoring at the 2:30 mark. Jace DeTero from Ashton Cousino and Michael Ward on the power play to make it a 1-0 lead for the Muskies. At 3:32, it was Peyton Avis from Nick Gursky, giving the Muskies a 2-0 lead. But then the Warriors got things going. Cortez Favat from Kendall Schultz and Isaiah Lawson at 7:43 made it 2-1 for the Fort. Before the Warriors tied it at 14:47, as it was Lawson from Schultz and Favat on the power play to tie things at 2 after 20 minutes. Into the second period, Connor Nelson with a fantastic unassisted rush from his own zone all the way into the Warriors zone, blasting his shot past Marshall top shelf at the 1:54 mark, putting the Muskies back up 3-2. But Ben Forbes answering for the Warriors at the 17:45 mark unassisted with a shorthanded marker to tie things up again 3-3 after 40 minutes. Into the third, Cole McGill putting the Muskies up by 1 again from Brady Bondarchuk at the 8:01 mark for a 4-3 Fort Francis advantage. But just a minute 17 later, Kendall Schultz connecting on a pass from Forbes at 9:18, tying the hockey game for the third time this evening, 4-4. But at the 15:30 mark, Carson Noga with a rush down the right-hand side, a cut to the middle, the original shot, the rebound lying there for Michael Ward to drive the net and put home for what would be the game-winning goal for the Fort Francis Muskies. Again, Ward from Noga at 15:30, and the Fort Francis Muskies come away with a 5-4 victory. Darian Clem getting the win between the pipes for the Muskies. Jaden Marshall taking the loss for the Sioux North Warriors. The Muskies finished the night 1 for 5 on the power play. Sorry, 1 for 6 on the power play. The Warriors finishing 1 for 5 on the power play. Fantastic night. Great action for the fans coming out here for the Muskies home opener. We were glad to bring it to you. The listeners and viewers, thank you so much for tuning in to our opening broadcast on Hometown TV. We much appreciated, and looking forward to doing more Muskie home games as the season winds on. So, your final score tonight from the Couchiching First Nation Arena: the Fort Francis Muskies 5, the Sioux North Warriors 4. On behalf of Lyndon Hughes, my able cameraman, to my right here, I say thank you very much to all of you for tuning in. This has been Joey Payer saying good night, and we'll see you next time.